So that is it with that section there. Lots of gems, lots of great information. So now we're gonna go to the opposite side. Okay, we are gonna go and watch this analyst called Golden Johnson. Okay, I think he's one of the funniest clowns on Wall Street, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion. Like the guy is just so funny because he's a bear on Tesla. And bears, if you guys don't know, I'm going to put a definition right here. Bears are people that basically say that they believe that the stock will go down. You know, this guy think Tesla stock was too expensive when it was $100 back in the days, when it was $200 back in the days. Now he still think the stock is expensive at $1,000 and he refuses to change his stance. I just wanted to make a quick point real quick because sometimes people that you see on TV, we just automatically assume that we have to believe what they're saying because they're on TV. And most of the time, it's basically false sometimes. And the situation with this analyst that we're going to look at, his name is Golden Johnson, okay? This is his ranking. So basically, amongst all the analysts out there, all right, this is a website, it's called TipRank. This is a website that ranks analysts, okay? Amongst all the analysts out there, there are 7,730 analysts. And this guy that we're about to listen to, his rating is 7,543. So out of 7,730 analysts that are out there analyzing stock, giving people investment advice, this guy's rating is 7,540. So basically is one of the bottom people when it comes to stock analysts to even listen to. Is basically at the bottom of the pie. And if we zoom out here and we take a look at all his advice when it comes to Tesla stock, if we take a look at all of his advice, let's just look at basically since forever, okay, since this is the first time you're watching him on my channel. He's been advising people sell Tesla stock, sell. If you guys take a look at sell. So any time that you've listened to him, you've basically lost out on, look at his performance on Tesla stock. You've lost out on 100% gain on your money at any time that you would have listened to him on Tesla. His advice on Tesla has been completely wrong. So basically, whatever he's going to say, you have to take the opposite side. You have to do the opposite thing just because he's been wrong so far. Ever since he's been analyzing Tesla, he's been wrong. Okay. And in general, if we look at his overall return, his average return in the stock market, he's been losing money. 8% is been losing money. Basically, me that I'm not a professional, that I'm managing my own investments, I'm doing way better than him. You can check out my dividend updates where I talk about stocks that I'm buying, what I'm picking. As a retail investor, I'm doing better than this guy. And he's on national TV talking about Tesla. Let's watch what he has to say. We're going to watch what he has to say when it comes to Hertz. This Hertz investment in buying 100,000 Tesla vehicles. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we are going to watch the interview right here. We're going to watch it and hear what this guy has to say. His name is Golden Johnson, and we're just going to react to it.
So I agree with that, and I don't agree with that. Let me explain why. So first of all, again,
let me pull up the actual question, okay, that the host asked him.
I'm sorry, Gordon, I want to ask you a separate question, which is you seem to dismiss the Hertz news. And I think a number of Tesla investors look at that Hertz news and say, you know what, for Hertz to do this, they're going to have to build out a lot more infrastructure. And once you get that infrastructure, you get lock-in. It's all about lock-in. So it's not just a one-time story. It makes it actually much more difficult the next time Hertz has to make a decision between buying more Teslas or buying somebody else's vehicle. They pick Tesla.
A very, very valid point. Once you have an ecosystem, it's just like an Apple phone. Once you have an Apple phone, there is at least like an 85% chance that you are going to stick with your Apple phone. You're probably just thinking, when is the next phone coming out so I can upgrade? I'm not trying to switch to Android when I have an Apple phone. And the same thing too with people that have an Android phone. They're not trying to switch to Apple. So this is a very valid point that the guy asked. And let's see what Gordon Johnson's response is going to be. This is the guy right here. Let's see what his response is going to be.
Not agree with that?
No, I agree with that, and I don't agree with that. Let me explain why. So first of all, again, we don't know what the terms are in this deal. Typically, first of all,
First of all, what does it matter what the terms is? It's very simple. Hertz purchase 100,000 Teslas. They're gonna purchase. Hertz is a rental car company. They buy cars, they rent it out to people. That's it. That's what Hertz do. So it's pretty much none of anybody's business to try to know what the deal is or whatever. Hertz investors, yeah, they can press the company to share the details and what they're trying to do, and they can do that in the earnings call. That's why you have earnings call where investors can ask management questions. Okay, so first of all, it already started off on the wrong foot. That's number one. Let's continue listening.
company sells to a rental car company, typically that's done from a point of weakness, not strength, because you have to do it at a discount, and you also have to.
Oh God. This guy is. It's. I swear, it's really, really hard to like listen to this guy. First of all, Elon said, and I'm gonna put a post right here. Elon said, every single car that Tesla bought, that's every single car that Hertz purchased was sold at the retail value. No discount. Tesla did not give Hertz any discount. So first of all, like what this guy is saying, what he's saying is wrong off the bat. That's another number two thing that is wrong on. Tesla did not give Hertz any discount. Okay. That's if it's another company like legacy companies, they will probably give them discount. But Tesla did not give Hertz any discount because everybody wants a Tesla.
Basically buy those cars back after a number of years. Number one. Number two, it's only 100,000 cars rumored. We don't know the full terms of the deal.
You cannot say it's only, yeah, it's 100,000 cars. That's a fact. But the simple fact is that is a huge order coming from one company. 100,000 cars coming from one company. That is a huge order. Can you imagine Enterprise and all the other little rental car companies that are all over the world? Can you imagine if they want to add another maybe 50,000, 100,000, 200,000? And this 100,000 might just be the first. In the future, they might even order more. Who knows?
That's a one-time purchase. That's $500 million. The company has added $200 billion in market cap. And then number three, when you say they have to build infrastructure, all of these charging networks are open up to all cars. So I think that's important. And I want to address what Gene said. When he says just look at the numbers, I would argue the same thing. Listen, in the third quarter, for the first time ever, BYD sold more electric cars than Tesla.
So BYD is a company in China. They're a big car company in China. They have a little bit of presence in America, but they're not selling as much cars as Tesla is. That's plain and simple.
Electric cars in China. And globally, in the third quarter, for the first time, VW sold more electric cars than Tesla. And Tesla only sold 241,000 cars in Q3. GM sells 2 million. Toyota sells, 2.7?
I don't know why this guy always likes to compare orange and apple. You know, if Toyota is selling their gas car, they're selling gas car. It don't have to do with EV. You know, like if people that are not familiar with investing, if they just listen to this person, they would just think, oh, Tesla might be a bad investment because they just only selling, X amount of cars compared to VW or Toyota. It's completely wrong to think about that. It's orange and apple, two completely different things.
7 million. And Tesla's, so their sales increased by 41,000 cars, and they're only going to increase those sales by roughly 13,000 cars in the fourth quarter. So you're talking about traditional automakers selling millions of cars versus Tesla selling 241,000 cars, and that growth slowing materially. Market share, Europe, their market share has dropped from 33% to 12%. The US, their market share has dropped from 86% to 66% with no competition.
So it's, oh my God, it's just whenever I watch this guy on, you know, so many people's channels, I'm just always so amazed that like people, I hope people, well, anyways, I don't want to, I just want to keep things PG here. Listen, a lot of the things that this guy says is completely BS, like straight up BS. And I don't know why people will pay for his research, because it's not anything that will make you money.
Competition. In China, their market shares went from 23%, 23% to 11%. So when you see competition coming, they're losing market share. So this idea that they have this significant upside, the numbers actually speak completely different to that. So when Gene says they're going to go to, you know, millions of cars sold, the numbers just don't support that. And again, when you sell to a rental fleet, any automotive analyst will tell you, Tesla is a car company. It's not a software company.
Golden, have you seen Tesla AI Day? Have you been in a Tesla car? Have you actually like driven one? That's my question. Have you been in one? Have you driven one? Have you like seen the robotaxi? Have you seen like the Ford so-called self-driving on Sandy Monroe's channel that he tests that he had a quick test drive? Have you? Compared to like Tesla and all this company, ridiculous. This is crazy.
95% of their revenues come from selling cars. Their other two divisions are hemorrhaging cash and have for quarters.
And mind you, that is how it is. When you're building a business, you got to spend a lot of money to build the business. But because this is a public company, they have to report their numbers every 3 months. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to build a mega big business for the next 5 years. Well, maybe the first 3 years, I don't make any money because whatever, let's say I invested $1 million of my own money. I get the business going. It's going to cost me a lot to acquire customers. It's going to cost me a lot to build out ways that customers can fix their cars, ways that, you know, to build out the infrastructure needed. Maybe after 5 years, then I start making money. But guess what? After 5 years, the money that I make start compounding because I already made the investment. Maybe I don't have to, if I have this investment I already spent $1 million in, maybe for the next 20 years, that's going to generate me like $20-30 million. And that's what's going on with Tesla right now.
When you talk to an auto analyst, selling cars to a rental car company from an automotive perspective is done from a point of weakness, not strength. So I think they do have demand problems. I think we're going to see that play out.
Why would they have demand problem when a rental car company just literally ordered 100,000 cars and Tesla did not give them one discount? Secondly, having your car with a rental car company, first of all, Tesla is willing to sell cars to anybody. If an alien come from Mars, ordered Tesla, and they want to take the Tesla car to Mars and drive it around in Mars, Tesla will probably sell the car to them. Okay, Tesla is there to make products and sell the product. If anybody want to buy it, they are going to buy it. That is the point of being in business. You have this product to sell, and you're going to sell it to people. Now, he said that selling a car to a rental car company comes from a point of weakness. It's such a stupid point, because why would you say that selling a car to a rental car company is from a point of weakness, especially a car brand like Tesla, whereby a lot of people cannot afford it yet, but they could afford to rent it for like $100-200 for a day or two. They will give the car a try. if let's say by the end of 2020 or 2022, let's say 2 years from now, Hertz is able to get all this 100,000 cars. Let's say another 2 years from then, this 100,000 cars, Hertz is able to rent it to 500 million people. Let's just say. That means that's 500 million people that never knew anything about Tesla. Because granted, you and I that were on YouTube, me that I'm making this video, and you that you're watching, we're the odd ones. We're the nerds. We're the one that we're watching this financial stuff that we're trying to get our money up. You know, a lot of people are not watching this stuff. I'm gonna put a timestamp and the date right here that I'm recording this video, and I'm recording the video. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna put all this stuff out, right? So, renting the car, right? Renting the car, from a Hertz perspective, is actually a great thing. It rebuilds their brand as an EV car rental company, as a robo taxi rental company. So I don't see it as a point of weakness at all. This is a very stupid point for an analyst to make that renting a car to having a car rental company buy cars and rent it out is from a point of weakness, especially a car that is so expensive that people want to buy but they cannot afford to buy right now. If they can rent it for a couple of days, that is great. Because I mean, you can rent a Tesla right now from like Turo and all these places, but it's very expensive. Hertz is gonna come in like at a cheaper price because they have 100,000 cars. This car is gonna be making them like $1 billion, $2 billion a year. In 2-3 years, they already made the money that they paid for the car, and not to even talk about depreciation when it comes to your taxes. Like, this is ridiculous what he's talking about. I'm sorry that I went on a crazy rant, but this is just nuts. This guy, I don't know where he went to school, but his professors, they need to like fire those professors.
Through 2022, they have no new cars and they have a ton of competition coming. So I don't think you're going to see this tremendous growth in their auto sales. And I also think they recognize some of those sales from the Hertz deal in Q3, which is why the numbers surprised to the upside. Let's see what happens in Q4.
Yeah, we'll see what will happen in Q4. But yeah, look, I'm not a professional analyst, you know, but I have a brain and I have common sense. I have the internet and I can do research. Google is what it is. You just Google stuff and you have a ton of information. When you have people like Gordon Johnson, like that come and trying to bash a company that is doing so well, it's just it's very sad to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not the type of person that would say that, oh, I only have to listen to people that have the same opinion as me. No, I'm not that type of person. But the truth of the matter is, this person is just nuts. Okay, it's just nuts, and he don't know what is talking about. It's been wrong. This guy's been wrong since 20, God knows, since Tesla has been public. This guy has been wrong all the way. Every time that he's been covering Tesla, he's been wrong. So why should people listen to him? Anyway, sorry about the fact that this video is long. Sorry about that. Appreciate you waiting and following along. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, subscribe. I appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.